impossible. I don't watch television. I don't know anything. When people talk about all these shows, scandal, I think it's foreign. I see it on Facebook all the time, but I don't know what it is. But how much, at the end of this year, I want to challenge you. How much did you spend on your deal? Track it. Sisters, John, HapperDeal.com. If you are on dating sites, you know, that's what we think. That's part of the deal investment. You're looking for your husband, so put it there. But think about it. How much did you spend on what really matters versus how much did you spend on clothes? A friend of mine brought this car. Hey, it's a BMW. I think it's 7 Series. When I started inside, I was like, I was getting happy. I know, don't buy it. If you enter that car, the GPS of the car, it will project on the road. BMW 7 Series, you people don't know it. It's a long time drive, it's a long. You will just see the arrow on the road in front of you. I was like, oh my goodness, this is what I used to be driving. But really, I came out, I don't know myself. Luckily for me, I travel. So when I get to National, rent the car. They say pick a car you want. I will look around. Which one can I own for the week? I ride, cruise around, give them back. And I'm fine. But we need to begin to understand that these things are temporary. And for people who have kids, you know, let's try and raise money smart kids. I really flinch when people start saying, oh, my child has an Xbox. My child has a cell phone. My child, no, your child doesn't work. Your child can't get nothing. When we were kids, if we were in boarding house, you want to go to school every term, no, conflict is not your right. You write your list and you defend it, oh my dad. You defend it. And the time you don't get good grades, you're getting nothing. So, you know, it's very important that we teach our kids right. America is a country where they make it look like kids are entitled to everything. You know? Everybody wants, Elsa, Bikini Team Shensi. I think Elsa. You know, Elsa. Then after Elsa comes out, another one comes, another Ghana. You know, somebody is sitting down somewhere, bringing out Tiana. Tiana is no longer bringing out. They will now bring somebody else. The next thing, you buy that one. The next thing, they now bring it on. Why is it that somebody else is dictating the pace for us? And then the kids feel like, oh, you know, we should have it. No, they shouldn't have it. The only thing they should have is the accommodation you're giving them. And a good education. So let's talk about money in marriage. So who thinks the men should keep the money in the marriage? If you don't put your who thinks the woman should keep the money? You see, the person who should keep the key of the safe should be the person who, and I have my full money color pieces here that you guys should take, is the person whose color is as blue as possible. If the wife is today in Baltimore, or about Marshall, tomorrow in Texas, or not one bed. You know, there's a look that every one bed you go in this country, you find them there. That is not the person that should keep the key to the safe. Otherwise, you will leave America with nothing. So it's the person, you have to be very specific about this kind of things. Nobody needs to know what's happening in my family. We do what works for us. If your husband's color is red, meaning that iPhone 8 still want T-shirt, but in told let's best buy. Why should he keep the money? Why? So just because of the head of the family.
But you be fighting, he doesn't get what he wants.
There's a way out. That's why. That's why they see that one there. His has and ours. This is how I see it. His money. her money, put it somewhere. Our money, that's the one I want to keep. Our money here is the one I want to keep, and we will have a plan. Let's talk about what we want to do with it. You see, his money, if he wants to buy Harley Davidson tomorrow, let's him go and buy it. I feel like everybody should have, a relationship should not be something that is a prison. If I feel like going to Dubai, my own passion is not bags or shoes. My passion is traveling. Yes. If I feel like going to Dubai tomorrow and then I wake up in Qatar the next day, let me have my money to do it. If he feels like he wants to buy that 7 series, go back to go where, you know. But don't use our money that we're supposed to use to train our children or retire to buy Harley Davidson. And those communications have to happen. You know, I know a lot of women who have secret stash of money. And I don't think it's a bad idea. But moving on. I think that communication about money should be encouraged in the family, because you see somebody who dies and instead of their wife money them that 4 days, 4 months and 10 days, it's on machine. Because no one is the guy go and buy a $500,000 house and the woman doesn't have a job, so she can't pay. No one is he put his brother as the next of kin, and so she doesn't have access to the money. So the husband has died, the pipeline is dry, and the wife is struggling. And that's happening a lot more to Muslim women in America than you can imagine. So, how about the communication? Tell your wife what you have. And if he doesn't tell you, go and find it. At least know what you're working with. It's very important. And what does your family plan look like? What does the family want to do in the next 5 years? So you guys are renting right now. What do you want to buy? How much do you need to get there? You want your kids to go to school? Okay, you want to put a Section 529 plan that you both put money inside you. We used to talk about these things. I had a couple, they're not Muslims, they're Christians. They came to see me at home. And the husband, he pays all the bills diligently. In fact, he does his family bills like a Muslim should do. He pays every bill 100% and allows his wife to do anything she wants with her money. And she works. But the wife still had a problem. Yeah, and her problem was valid. She said, let me know the password of all this thing. If you die, what will happen? That's true. Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm paying. She's like, no, let me see it. So that I know what's outstanding. You know, you are garments to each other, and you are now keeping money separately. Not the secret stash we're talking about. We'll talk about that one. But it's very important to understand how you both deal with money, and who is the one that can, many men, hustler, the business will come and crash. So should he be the one holding the money? No. Should his wife who can appeal to his cool down? I don't think going to sell American air conditioners in Nigeria will work. Because it's different electricity. Oh, I don't think about that. Hey, he has already ordered from directbuy.com. So it's very important that these things are discussed. So we say, okay, then all these things you are saying is good. I'm already in debt. I already went to college here, and I have $100,000 in debt. So am I going to hell? What's the next thing? And that's why I want to wrap this up. This is not a Muslim woman. She's American. She has a website called andthenwepay.com. It's one of my, good websites I like to go to. So there's a profile here of somebody who, she said she was 23, she finished school, and like the American dream, they tell you she bought a house. By the time she was 25, her marriage had collapsed. She got in a car accident and she almost died. And she was like, what kind of life is this? What's going on here? So she decided that she wanted to pay off all her debt. She's now renting, she doesn't own a home anymore, she sold her house. The problem was, she was only earning $36,000 a year. So she was like, even if you want to pay back all the debt with $36,000, you can hardly How much is that after tax? So she did what? She got a side hustle. Again, Muslims, we're hustlers, we do this. She started selling things that she did on eBay. She started writing blogs and getting advert traffic. People do stuff on YouTube. You say how to tie a hijab. You go there. After they say that people are coming to your website, they will start giving you money. You don't have people doing it, so start the machine. They pay you. If people start coming to your YouTube page. So why can't we, the goal is to find your passion and turn it into a profit. And if that passion is what will be helping you to pay down your debt, find it for tomorrow morning, please. It's true. I went to, in 2012, I went to all these galas, so I had all these ball gowns. And I will go. I started from the Obama ball in January. I wore the dress. Picture, I put all the picture on Facebook. By the time it was time for another ball in Lagos, I couldn't wear that dress again. Because all the pictures are already there. Even if I change the hijab, they will see that it's the same dress. So I bought another one. But when I looked at my clothes, I had like maybe 8 or 10. I was like, okay, so I can't wear this thing again now. So I was now wondering, hey, my sister said, go and sell on eBay now. And I said, that's an idea. My sister, her color is yellow. People that cannot be caught dead in the same dress in the next season. And the way you can make money like that is sell it on eBay. You used to fund the next one. So if you see me selling my but it's true. We always will find, we can't sit down and just be waiting for the employer. So now we are bargaining the contract to the office. We'll say, okay, we'll give you 2%. So when she come marry here, you only get as rich as your employer wants you to get, which we all know is never going to happen. So she sold her house, she's renting, she paid off her credit cards, she started saving. Now she says she's saving money for retirement. And she said the biggest thing for her was realizing that it's normal to live debt-free. Because people will tell you it's not normal, but it's normal. And this is not a Muslim. So you can't even die before your real death. If you are owing, write down how much you owe. How much do you owe, Papa? You cannot be like that man that was in masjid that was crying because of $50. How much is this? Can you renegotiate with some of your creditors? When I wanted to walk out of my house, I called Bank of America. I said, I don't want to mortgage anymore. They said, I said, yes. What are we going to do about this thing? They said, there's something called a deed in lieu of foreclosure. We send appraisers, we come, we do, we agree, you give us the key, you go away. There's so many things that we don't know that can be done here. Just by picking up the phone and saying, let's talk about this. Can you reduce the debt? I'm going to pay, but I cannot pay all. You'll be surprised that many of the creditors don't even think you're going to pay them at all. So they'll be happy to hear from you and you can renegotiate. And please, I've heard too many Nigerians asking about bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is not like fixing IKEA shelf. And there are some loans that bankruptcy does not discharge. I.e. student loan. So if you like, bankruptcy, crash your credit, they will still come after you and collect their money. So, another thing is that you have to look at your priorities. When I wanted to leave my house, I just got out of Umrah and I was just like, I don't worry about it, I'm just done. And I said, if I do this, my credit score was 803. I said, if I do this, I'm going to crash your credit score. It was hard. And I said, which one is better? My credit score or my general score? At some point, you have to make a decision. You have to decide which one is more important. It's hard. When I look at my credit score, I'm like, like 650 or something. I haven't had that kind of score in like 5 years. But I don't intend to buy anything on credit again. I don't. But the thing that made me make that decision was that I said, if I die now, the credit score doesn't matter. My general dream is that the Prophet will introduce me to be companions. What's going to make that happen? So, first of all, you're a Muslim. before you are American. And nobody knows what tomorrow holds. So please, when they say pay minimum payments, it's not for a Muslim. Pay everything you go. If you can't pay it, don't charge it. And most of all, remember, as a Muslim, you're in debt. Pray to Allah. You know, seek forgiveness from Allah and ask Him for help. You never know. You just never know. What if somebody comes tomorrow and gives you one very nice, correct part-time job that you can use to clear your debts for 1 year? Many of us are so arrogant in our relationship with Allah. And we treat our dua like to-do list. I want to pay off debt in a year. How? You want to pay the lottery? Is it you? It's not you. It's not about what you can do. It's about Allah who can do all. And to ask Him that I don't want this, Allah take it away from me. When I came back from Umrah, I remember that I prayed this May about the mortgage situation. I prayed a lot about Umrah. I came back, my tenant didn't pay. I was about to get frustrated and I said, but you prayed. This is your prayer being answered. She didn't pay, I evicted her. The day I called the bank, I didn't even know there was anything called this in lieu of foreclosure. I didn't know. I called and said, let me tell you, I'm no longer paying again, I'm just telling you now. That's all. And the guy said, do you want to do a deed in lieu of? I said, what's that? He sent me the link and said, hey, you know, is it not Allah? It's Allah. Because they are really coming like you put your trust in Him, that He will create a way that you never even thought existed. So, you know, the Prophet he gave this dua, and I know this dua in Arabic because I always put the meaning Islam will see it, about a man who had come to him asking, about his debt. He was very anxious, and the Prophet gave him this dua to say. And if you are owing, say it. Say it. You just don't know. So let's pray to Allah that Allah will save us from debt. That those of us who are owing, that Allah will help us pay the debt. And to cease taking more debt. Please, nothing is important. If you don't pay for the air that you breathe, the rest is luxury. So what are our homework before we meet again? We are going to meet platform. This is your homework before we meet at platform. Inshallah. Start an emergency fund. The reason why many of us owe is because tire not to fall, because you save it for a tire me. So you do what you want to catch. Something happened in the house, you don't have savings. So start a very small emergency fund. If you put $50 up in your savings account every single month, every month, at the end of the year, what will you have? 600. And that 600 can do something big. So start putting something up. Pay off your debt. Save towards, if I don't have a job for 3 months, how will I live? Save towards that. And open, especially your 401k. I have a thing on my blog about how many of us leave money on the employer's table. How can the employer give you money and you give them back? You know, they don't even pay enough. How do you do that? You don't participate in 401k. But as a Muslim, you must participate with wisdom. I keep saying it. Financial transactions are not for the faint-hearted. A sister came to me after yesterday, and she gave me her 401k password. That she helped her look inside and see how her investments were being done. So many of her things were haram stuff, interest, bonds. So you sign, it's not enough that you sign up for 401k. You must go in there. When they say, put your money in that 2045, when do you want to retire? 2050. They say, put your money in 2050 stock. For a lot of us, that's the default that we have. Open it and see what the makeup of the portfolio is. As Muslims, it's very important that we are actively removing haram from our money. You will see bonds there. You will see treasury stock. You will see original things. There is no barakah in that. try. Even those big stocks that don't say interest, still have interest in them. So ultimately, the goal is to move our money to those fund managers that are allowed. And there are a couple of them out there. There's Azad, there's Amana, there's all sorts. When I left my job in 2008, I had $43,000 in my 401k. I went into the fund management account and I decided to change, to remove anything that I could see that looked haram. I removed everything. People were like, there's something wrong with you. The treasury funds are guaranteed. I said, I don't want guarantee. If I lose the money, I don't have it anyway. Until I'm generally happy. I just moved the money to a Mana mutual fund this year. Every day you open the paper and say, the market is bad, the Dow is bad. I had 43,000, I moved 83,000 to a Mana. 83, like double in this bad economy in the last 5 years. I had done it. I said, Allah, I don't want something guaranteed. I don't want something haram. How is it possible in this market? Because Allah is the one who knows what will earn. So let's try, and if you want to buy a home, it's not bad to, I've said it's not bad to own Islam. It's not bad. There's just too much debt that is bad and interesting. They are halal, well they say they're halal, we are allowing them and help they're not. But they've said they're allowed, there's guidance, there's Lariba, at least explore those opportunities. And increase sadaqah. Increase sadaqah. And plan well. You know, I like to say about Bakr when he was when they were going to migrate, and he was praying to Allah that he wants to migrate to the Prophet. You know what he was doing? He wasn't just praying on the side. He also bought the camel for the Prophet. Let's pray with faith. Let's pray with faith. I want to do something. I want to go to Brazil in the next 4 years. I want to have some money aside. Oh Allah, let that money be complete. By the time I get there. And then you are sitting there, you're not doing jima. You are sitting there, you're not applying. Are you saying that Allah will not answer your dua? He wants us, so we will pray and we will also tie our hands. So, remember the first revelation was about reading. Please read. These are some of my blogs that I go to. The first one is my own blog. Then the second one I really like the daily walk that come. And then we say, and you know, these are blogs that tell you not what the mainstream Americans tell you that it's okay to be that. People are saying, no, you can be normal, be happy, and be content. So may Allah make us content people. Your final homework, and if I see anybody in platform, I'm going to collect my homework. The final homework is when you get to your house today. Do this. Put everything you pay for in a month. And I will try and send this out to the organizers. And what the monthly cost is. In the first category, put what is absolutely important. Absolutely. Second category, what is the, let's say you rent and the rent is $1,200 and you can rent for cheaper, put $800 in category B. Category C is the luxury. What is that luxury? Eating out, you know, paying for a Ferrari and all those kind of things. You'll be surprised how much money you can pay. So finally, I want to give you a goal where Allah leaves that ayah, He leaves the surah with a question. And the question is, have you considered if your water was to become solid, who will bring you flowing water? If we decide that Allah's ways are archaic, that what Allah said to do is not outdated, that this is America, this is 2014, if Allah was to leave us, who will be with us? So, may Allah help us. No more. Okay. So, and the last slide, after she takes her picture, is going to be my contact information if you want to be in touch. If you have a question that you can ask here in front of people. And so please keep in touch. And You know, there will be a free quiz. You can take any of the free quizzes. You can know what your money color is. You can take one for your spouse, so you know whether he or she should give the money or not. And the royal service I was going to talk about the National Kings Foundation. We said increase salary classes and opportunity. Please go to our website, nationalkingsfoundation.org. We are hoping that everyone here will continue to help us help children in Nigeria. For us Muslims, the best dawah we can do is not to talk to people, is to show up. And I hope that many of you will show up for the kids in Nigeria. And of course, tune into my show every Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Impact Africa. Email me, find me on Facebook. If you're a girl, I'll probably add you to a guy, I probably will not. So please send me a friend request. I will definitely accept. And thank you so much for listening. It's been a pleasure. May Allah forgive me for my mistakes and may Allah make it beneficial for you.